One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them. One ring to bring them all. And in the darkness, find them.
Welcome all Middle-earth fans to my fourth video. My name is Anders, I'm the host of Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is a YouTube channel that discusses and analyzes different Lord of the Rings topics each and every week. Here are my social media channels that you can follow my accounts for updates on videos and also on Lord of the Rings news. This week's video is going to be about the different wizards in Middle-earth. I know all the Lord of the Rings fans know about Gandalf and they know about Saruman, but there's a couple more wizards that the fans might not know about. To give some brief history and background of the wizards, they were sent to Middle-earth to unite men and elves by Manwë, leader of the Valar. Manwë knew that after the Battle of the Last Alliance that Sauron wasn't totally defeated and that his shadow would eventually come back thousands of years down the line. So Manwë sent the wizards to Middle-earth to unite the men and elves against Sauron. The wizards had to take flesh and mortal form, and they could not use their powers of being gods to attack Sauron and defeat him. They had to unite the men and elves to defeat them themselves. So getting right into things, here are the three other wizards that you may not know about. Radagast loved the birds and the woods, and he lived in Mirkwood, and he didn't have much concern for men and elves at the time. We do get to see Radagast in The Hobbit, where he comes to aid Bilbo and company when they're getting attacked by the orc pack, and he is able to distract them and drive them away with his Restabel rabbits. He later discovers the lair of the necromancer inside Dol Guldur, which later turns out to be Sauron. He alerts Gandalf to this lair, and then he eventually, in the last battle of the Immortals in The Hobbit, he comes and saves Gandalf from dying and takes him away on his sled. In The Lord of the Rings, Radagast isn't seen in the movies, but he helps send Guthyr, the Lord of the Great Eagles, to save Gandalf from Orthanc, Saruman's tower that he is trapped in the first movie. Not much is known about what happens to Radagast after these events in The Lord of the Rings.
Are there any?
What?
Other wizards?
There are 5 of us. The greatest of our order is Saruman, the White. Then there are the 2 blue wizards. You know, I've quite forgotten their names.
Gandalf might not remember their names, but I do. The 2 other wizards he was talking about were the blue wizards, Alatar and Pelennor. Alatar and Pelennor came to Middle-earth the exact same time that Saruman, Gandalf, and Radagast the Brown came. The one difference is they traveled east to Khan and Rhûn to stir up rebellion against Sauron. In Khan and Rhûn, Sauron has many followers of men, and he was going to use them in the Battle of the Pelennor Fields to take over and dominate all of Middle-earth. It is said that Pelennor and Alatar were successful in their rebellious stirrup and converting more people to not like Sauron and to fight against him. It is said that if these 2 wizards did not go to the east, the eastern men would be able to overrun the western men, and then that Sauron would have won the Battle of Pelennor Fields. In the end, Pelennor and Alatar stayed behind, and not much is known during the Lord of the Rings what exactly they did or what happened after the Pelennor Fields. Well, that's some information about the 3 wizards that you did not know about. If you haven't already, give my video a like. You can also hit the subscribe button down below and leave a comment about what do you think about these wizards. Could they have helped more, or did they help enough to win the Battle of Middle-earth? You can also follow me on my Facebook page at Lore of the Rings. You can follow me on Twitter at RingsLore, and you can follow me on Instagram at loreofthe.rings. Repeat, loreofthe.rings. Stay tuned, Middle-earth fans, for my next video that's going to be coming out about orcs and goblins. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time on Lore of the Rings.